Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell. You'll get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And when I'm not asking Bruce, hey, how big was Batista's? Well, you know. One of the things I like to do is help people save money. And if you're watching this video right now and you're in a 30-year loan, man, you're overpaying your single biggest bill and you may not even realize it. I want you to do a little experiment for me. Take your calculator out, multiply your monthly house payment by 360 payments. That's how many payments there are in a 30-year loan. That big scary number, that's your total of payments. You're looking at that number? You know you can do better. Keep more of your own money right now and go to savewithconrad.com. Or maybe you've got credit card debt. Man, it's not a matter of if I can save you money with that. Your average interest rate on a credit card is more than 20%. And by the way, all the interest you pay on those credit cards, it's not tax deductible. Whereas the mortgage interest, well, that is tax deductible. So if you owe this debt, it's up to you how to pay it back. Doesn't it make sense to get the cheapest rate possible and the greatest tax deduction possible? Find out how much money you can save right now for free at savewithconrad.com. You don't need perfect credit. Even scores in the 500s can be approved, and it's no cost out of pocket. But maybe best of all, we're licensed in more than 40 states. We can help more families than ever before. But how much can we save you? Find out right now for free with a quick quote from savewithconrad.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Welcome to WHW Monday. Tony Schiavone and Conrad Thompson.
Jim Crockett First Arcade, 605 NWA, TV title, Cajun Omni, the Bunkhouse Stampede. Flair and Horseman, Garvin, Bogey, Magnum, Dusty, Express Tag Team, Turner, Bodden, Mid-South Joint World Championship Wrestling.
Talking about the great years of World Championship Wrestling, the NWA and Jim Crockett Promotions.
Tony and Friends North they win, look Schiavone's back again. World title split off, center stage, Bischoff, Disney, Hogan, and Nitro, New World Order and The Crow, Thunder, Russo, Arquette Champ, Vinnie Mac, simulcast. Tony's back with Conrad, not your classy podcast. Watch along, try not to laugh, lowest rules can't pass. This wasn't the initial plan, Thompson's a good-looking man. Klondike Bill, make a tip, Tommy, you come over here.
What happened when? WHW Monday. And now, let's go to the ring. And here's your co-host. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to What Happened When? With the voice of your childhood, Noah, Anthony, Schiavone. Tony, what's going on, man? How are you?
It's been a long summer, hasn't it?
No, it's been a great summer. What are you talking about? Are you bitching?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I am. It's been a long, terrible, drawn out summer. 2020 has been the worst year of my life. The only good thing about it is I get to talk to you once a week.
That's just not true, Tony.
Yeah. Can I go on record here about something?
I wish you would.
Okay. So, Tony Schiavone had been, as a couple of us were, exposed to somebody with COVID-19.
I'm glad we're talking about this right at the top of the show. If you don't watch AEW, shame on you. You should support Tony and certainly support Arn and, of course, good old JR. And tune in to TNT on Wednesday nights. But this past Wednesday, when we tuned in, there was no Tony Schiavone. And people were nervous, like, oh no, did he get the COVID? Is he dead?
Mm-hmm. Chris, my son, forwarded me a thing from Twitter that says, has COVID-19 run through the AEW announce team? And I'm thinking, that's great journalism right there. Just assuming shit and making it your headline. And so the fact is that I had the test done, and because the lab in Atlanta is fucked, the test never came back in time for me to do the show Wednesday. And because the AEW, Doc Sampson, the AEW people are stringent about testing and about making sure everybody's okay, I was not allowed on site until that test came in. The test came in Thursday morning. Negative.
Well, that's great news.
Yes.
Why is this bad news? Help me understand.
So I'm back. I'm back the next week. I'll be back the following week.
You say the following week, you mean like tomorrow, motherfucker? Why are you talking about it? It's sometime in the future.
Yeah, tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, motherfucker. Get your days right.
Hey, I ain't the one taking the goddamn check. You reckon with the amount of money they pay you, you could get a fucking calendar? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Let's fire up your calendar, because now that I know you're alive, I'm ready to motherfuck you.
Hey, I got something for you though. Okay. I understand that you're adding a new podcast to your roster.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Oh,
buddy.
Yes,
Buddy.
I understand Triple H is going to have one.
Oh, and it's going to be called 2 weeks.
Yep. 3 weeks is what I thought. Thank you.
Yeah.
See, you spoiled my punchline, fucker.
Because I've heard the joke a million times when y'all lost the first time. Oh, Conrad's going to start a podcast with Cody called 17 weeks. I don't give a shit, guys. How about watch both fucking shows? I don't understand why everybody thinks that I'm an AEW shill. Anyway, we hope you're watching AEW Dynamite tonight at 8:00 live to see our good friends, Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone, and of course, Arn Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, by the way, why don't you watch fucking SmackDown this Friday? Bruce Pritchard is running the show, which means things are going to be worth a laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, some of these are so good that you'll be laughing and crying at the same time.
It's awful lot of crying going on in wrestling throughout the years, unfortunately.
Especially with people like you.
Oh, I forgot something.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, no. Triple H has a new podcast called 3 Weeks. There you go. I feel much better now.
Oh my God. Why are you doing this?
Okay.
Can you tell everybody why we're here?
Hey, we're here because we're going to watch another episode of TNA.
But from when, Tony?
From 2003.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope. July 17th, 2002. It's NWA pay-per-view number 5.
Okay.
Back in the day, once you refused to get on Weight Watchers and the company became a coffin on roller skates, there were a handful of people who said, wrestling needs an alternative. Let's take our vision without all the corporate bullshit and go straight to a weekly format of pay-per-views. That's right. No TV deal, just pay-per-views every single Wednesday that people will pay for. And instead of paying $30 once a month for a 3-hour pay-per-view, we'll have people pay $10 a week for 2 hours of pay-per-view. And Jeff Jarrett, Jerry Jarrett, and against Jerry's best judgment, Vince Russo got together, and Total Nonstop Action, aka TNA, was created here in Huntsville, Alabama. They did the first show live, taped the second week, and then after that decided, let's move into a permanent home at the Nashville Fairgrounds. And we are about to see episode number 5 from July 17th, 2002. And I know what you're thinking. Where in the world can one see this? Well, it's on the Impact Plus app. And Tony, while we're talking about the Impact Plus app, I should mention this past weekend was Slammiversary. And I managed to catch it. Normally, WWE pay-per-views are on a Sunday. Of course, this past weekend was also a WWE pay-per-view, but Saturday was the TNA show where we would see, Deanna win the, Impact Women's Championship. And we saw the North successfully defend their tag titles, and the Motor City Machine Guns got back together, and EC3 looks like he's coming back with a big tease. The Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, who are now known as the Good Brothers, they're also in Impact and seemingly siding with the new world champion, Eddie Edwards. Chris Bay is the new X Division champ. There's just a lot of moving parts. It's the place to be. Eric Young is back. So many former TNA talents now back in the fold. So congratulations to them on an interesting night of pay-per-view. I can't wait to watch the women's battle royal with you one day. I think you'll, well, it's something to see.
Well, I'm excited just to hear you talk about all of that. I'm excited to hear about all that.
It's good for wrestling, you know?
Yeah, it's good for wrestling. Good to see the Good Brothers back working again. Because, as you know, you and I both know Carl and Luke, and they're two good guys. They're two of our friends, and we have a lot of. Well, we just like those guys. That's all, just simply put. And I'm glad to see that they're back in wrestling. I do have a question for you.
All right.
Since there was so much wrestling this past weekend.
Yep.
Did you have your collection of idiots at the Conradison?
Man, you're going to laugh at this, but I mean, this almost doesn't even seem like a real sentence, but someone, I guess a long time ago, pre-COVID, of course, scheduled a Comic-Con in Huntsville, Alabama. And I know what you're thinking. Well, that shit was canceled. No, it wasn't.
Oh my God.
Now I did not go, but unbelievably said Comic-Con brought Lex Luger and Sergeant Slaughter to Huntsville, Alabama.
Just those two.
Well, probably others. I didn't go see anybody, you see, but I get a random text that says, "Hey man, I'm in town. I don't know if you knew that, but Sarge and Lex would like to come hang out." And then the next day, a television network was at my house filming stuff that I can't talk about.
Wow.
And we did
You just did.
I can't tell you who or what.
Okay.
And we did a cooking class with a bunch of my friends. And I thought that would be like a fun, safe quarantine thing to do, to have a few, a handful of couples do like a cooking class in a big open space.
Yeah.
And, do a little fellowship without going anywhere, doing anything, seeing anybody. And so we're doing that. And then I have to occasionally run downstairs and film something and then come back. So I'm in trouble at my house. I mean, this was not as you can imagine, this was not my wife's plan for the weekend. And now there's real life G.I. Joes and former WWF and WCW world champions and a television network and a cooking class all going on at the same time. And stupid ass Clint from Hershey, helped me rearrange some things in my studio. And he put a couple of belts, very special belts, in a very nice little high shelf in the studio. But he didn't check it for weight, and he put too much weight up there. And in the middle of the night, it all came crashing down.
Wow.
And it tore up my, my Macho Man McFarlane gimmick, which is probably worth a decent amount of money. So I've had a interesting highs and lows weekend.
Well, I think Clint from Hershey should be in the same boat with Dave from Silva. And that is, they fucked up some of your shit and you need to find them.
Well, you'll never hear from Clint from Hershey again. He's dead to me. He's gone from my life forever.
Oh, good.
You don't mess with the big gold belt and there not be ramifications. You hear me?
I hear you, man.
That's what I did. Meanwhile, I think you're loading up and you're taking Lois to the goddamn woods or something.
Yeah, I'm taking her to the woods, shed. No, I'm taking her to the woods. We had some water damage at our house last year that fucked up the floors, the wood floors in the kitchen.
Is that the first time you got her to do it? I mean, I know y'all been married a long time. Did you have to work at it that whole time to get her to do that?
Yes, I did.
Was it worth the wait?
Yep.
Okay.
So they'll be coming in this week and fixing the house up. And so we have to leave the house for the wood floors to be done. And we're going to the mountains for a week with the two dogs.
Squeal.
That's a live look at Tony and Lois in the woods this weekend.
I will have a gun.
Really?
Yeah.
In case any hillbilly people come around, try to put stuff in your anus.
Yes.
Yeah. It's probably a good idea.
Yep. So me, Lois, 2 dogs and a gun.
Me, Lois, 2 dogs and a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Yep.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, it is, but that's my life. My life's a little weird.
Well, it's about to get a little weirder because we're watching on the Impact Plus app, the NWA-TNA pay-per-view number 5 from July 17th, 2002. You can join us over at impactplus.tv. We are not being paid to shill that. But there is a lot of great stuff in here. This will not be the last time we're covering TNA this year. Hell, it won't even be the last time we're covering TNA this month, because we're watching the show that happened 2 weeks after this next week here on the program. So get with the program and go to impactplus.tv and then go to pay-per-views, scroll down to 2002, tab it over to the right, July 17th, 2002. And this show has a runtime right now of 1 hour, 47 minutes and 57 seconds. Tony, I'm ready. If you are, let's get her going here.
Can't wait. Rubbing my hands together. Can't wait. Now there's going to be a lot of, hey, who's that?
I'm going to do my best to help you with that, but I'm not promising that I can do it every time. So what I suggest we do is like we did once upon a time when I showed you ECW Barely Legal.
Mm-hmm.
And you just sort of freestyle names. I'll never forget you named Cronus Daryl.
Okay. I can do that. I can rename guys that you may not know.
Okay.
I mean, I named 5 kids at one time. I think I could continue to name.
I mean, I'll tell you, when it comes to naming things that shot out of your penis, I think you did a pretty good job.
I think I did too.
So you're going to give us a countdown or something, or what do we do?
Squirt and Stain.
Squirt and Stain.
Squirt and Stain. That's a good tag team. Wouldn't it be?
Man.
The Ding Dongs against Squirt and Stain.
I feel like that's what you're doing in the woods this week. Maybe that's why you got to leave.
Here we go. You ready?
I guess.
Make sure you're at 000. When I say play.
Oh, okay.
When I say play,
Okay.
you hit play. It's not play and then hit play. It's when I say play, you hit play. Okay.
All right. I'm ready.
All right. You sure?
My body is ready.
All right. And this is for Clint from Hershey. You stupid fuck.
Yes. We fucking hate you.
Yeah.
So much.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, play.
I got it wrong. Oh, how about this? It contains violence and mature content.
Fight
This
Network.
is the Fight Network version. My God, how cheap are they? Track it.
Right. I'll be damned if I'm ever gonna let that happen again.
Wait a minute. That's the NWA-TNA trophy. Jeff Jarrett's got the trophy. Oh, man. He opened up back match. You know what he did?
That's what I call retribution.
All right. So we got a little recap package here. I think those are Titans right there, but you see Scott Hall is here.
Right.
There you see,
We saw Shamrock.
Shamrock.
Mm-hmm.
Bam.
Was that Harley Race?
That was Harley Race.
Holy shit. They used fucking everybody, didn't they?
Yeah.
And a bunch of jobbers. I think that was Andrew he just hit right there.
This is the Municipal Auditorium. This is not the asylum, the old fairgrounds, or at least it doesn't look it from here.
He just,
That's the former wall, right? Not that guy, but the wall was there. He's got different, Jerry Toot has different hair now than you probably remember. Oh, here comes Goldilocks trying to catch up with Shamrock. What do you think she's saying to him, or he's saying to her?
Ken, did you know that I have I don't care what you have. I don't care. I'm just walking up this hill because I'm in fucking Nashville. What the hell am I doing in Nashville? It may be the country music capital of the world, but it's redneck bullshit. I'm leaving. Well, I was going to tell him I'd track it.
Nah, this sucks.
Okay.
See, it's just the old timey NWA sound. Then they're going to try to kick it into high gear. Oh, look.
is exploding into TNA. Total non-stop action. And by action, we mean Jeff Jarrett.
Not tits and ass, but total nonstop action.
Look at them just wasting money right there, thinking a lot of people are buying this pay-per-view.
So you're telling me by that term that a lot of people did not?
Well, it's been well documented, Tony, that the gimmick is they had a guy telling them how many buys they had, and he was on their team. He's a team member of their own. And he would say, "Oh, we've got X number of people buying this." And I don't know the number, but let's pretend for a minute. I could look it up, but because it's in Jerry Jarrett's book, but let's pretend they're told 120,000 people are buying the pay-per-view every week. Okay. It was
realistic.
It was like 15,000. So these guys were making decisions. Oh, look, Scott Hall getting it on. They ain't leaving till 6 a.m.
So they were making decisions based on a lie.
They were making decisions thinking that they were making a top line gross of probably 4X what they actually were. So their budget and such was that way. Oh man, look at that. Have we been there before? You and I have been there this year.
Mm-hmm.
Or perhaps it was late last year. Nonetheless,
this is a very interesting story since it's well documented. So this person was either given wrong information or lying.
They were lying. They were a bullshitter. I think they ultimately got in a little bit of trouble. May have even had to spend a little time at the Crossbar Hotel.
Oh my God. Okay.
That's what I've been led to believe anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And there you see it. The big pull apart. Jeff Jarrett is on a collision course with Scott Hall. You see one of the Harris brothers getting in the way there.
My buddy Andrew.
Oh man. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Andrew, friend of the show.
Yep. Friend of the show and a damn good producer too. Damn good kid.
He's done a little bit of everything in wrestling. And speaking of everything, look at all this red right here. On the left, we've got Don West screaming about the Jim Mint 10. Look at the lapels on that jacket. Right in the middle, looking like he's doing his very best Tony Schiavone cosplay. It's the Professor, Mike Tenay. And on the right, do you even remember who that is?
That's Ed Ferrara.
Look at you.
Also known at one time as Oklahoma.
Yep.
And I guess he played some other characters too, maybe in his career.
Look at Don West on the left, by the way, when we get a shot of him again. It looks like he's in Father James Mitchell cosplay. And speak of the devil, literally, here he comes. This is a staple of, this era of NWA. I think this is something like the New Church or the Bad Church, or I don't know. So there's some sort of evil gimmick here, and right behind him, the former Crowbar. And I think that is the formerly one half of, PG-13. And there's the Wall.
Wow.
From WCW with a totally different look.
Hey, I like this look for the Wall. I like it better than the suit. It's kind of fucking cool. Are we going to track, Dr. James here?
No, absolutely not. We're going to have you pretend that you're doing it instead.
Okay.
With his pointy eyebrows and his pointy goatee and his red collar. Here he goes.
I just came from the Alabama Health Department and been told that Clint from Hershey has been thrown in jail. We found out that he's the one that's been lying about the pay-per-view buys. And then fast forward into the future, he's the one that's going to fuck up Conrad Thompson's office.
Yep.
He's the one that's going to start Conrad Thompson down that path of being ostracized by most people in his house. Do you know that Conrad Thompson, even in this day, had Sergeant Slaughter and Lex Luger complete with wheelchair in his house? And I know for a fact that the Conradison is not built for disabled persons. Oh, I'm sorry. Unabled persons. But I'd like to say that the face you're looking at is that of the Wall. And the Wall is trying to look like a tattooed up Stone Cold Steve Austin. Whoop! Everything went black. We didn't pay the bills. Holy shit. We're out of time. See you next week on Fight Network because we haven't paid the bills. What the fuck's going on here?
Well, they're ripping off the old ECW thing where you turn the lights off and then you turn it back on, and there he is. It's Sabu. And look at the crowd reacting.
Man, I mean, they threw everybody in, and there's Slick Johnson.
Everybody loves a Slick Johnson thanks to manscaped.com.
Wow, it's just this is like a who's who of fuckers.
A who's who of fuckers.
That's what it is. Woo. Come on. I know Taz eventually showed up in TNA. Is he going to do a run in and beat up Sabu? Cause they really, really liked each other.
No, in 2002, Taz was putting over Crash Holly on WWE programming.
Okay.
I'll never forgive WWE for what they did to my Taz.
I know they gave him 2 Z's. Yep.
I hate him.
Yep. Never forgive him either. Man, I like the wall here. I like the look. What was he called here?
I thought you were going to name him something.
Yeah. Certificate number 9.
It's a good name.
Yeah. Certificate number 9. Nobody else has it.
Hey, can I pitch you something?
Yeah, boy, go ahead.
I don't know that you're ready for this.
Most things you hit me with every week, I'm never ready for.
Dave Silva came over to my house.
Oh, Jesus.
Watched the Slammiversary show.
Mm-hmm.
And he's here, I don't know, 8 minutes. And he says, as he starts to scoot up off of the sectional in the den upstairs, he says, "What kind of sweets you got in here?" And starts walking towards the kitchen.
Well,
and then I said, "Bro, do you not listen to the shows?" And he's like, "Well, yeah."
Jesus.
And I'm like, Megan has a Peloton. He's like, uh-huh. I'm like, well, that means there's nothing sweet in the house, bro. I don't have anything sweet. And he's like, bullshit. So he opens the pantry and goes all the way through it without permission.
Yeah.
Not a thing in there of interest to him. Probably some like peanut butter alternative that he didn't fall for. And then he goes in the fridge, not a thing in there. Bunch of prepared meals, water, Coke Zero. And then he opens the top thing of the freezer, Omaha steaks out the ass.
Mm.
And then he opens the bottom, and I'll be damned. It's my 3.5-week-old birthday cake that I forgot was in there. It's one of those ice cream cakes.
Mm. Well, that's gone.
I hear the plastic rattling and I realize, oh shit, he found my old ass ice cream cake. Even I forgot was here. He's going in. And then I hear this, it sounds like a goddamn saber come out of the butcher block. Whing! And then I hear the water turn on, and Cassio, who's in the den, is curious what's going on. And he stands up and looks, and he just starts laughing and clapping in my den. And I'm like, what are you doing? So I spin around and take a look. He's heating up a giant sword to cut the ice cream cake. And once he's got about 25% of the goddamn thing on a paper plate, no, in a paper bowl rather, I hear something I didn't expect. The familiar sound of my microwave opening. Dave Silva microwaves his ice cream. Dave Silva microwaves his ice cream.
You created this guy. You do know that, don't you?
Dave Silva microwaved his ice cream.
He just ain't worth a fuck on many levels.
Dude,
let me ask some. Does he also boil his beer before he drinks it?
I don't know. I've never seen him drink. You know, I have. He drinks Mexican beers. He drinks Corona and Dos Equis, but he says Dos Equis real stupid.
Dos Equis?
No, it sounds like real stupid when he says it.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you right now, Sabu is beating the fuck out of certificate number 9.
Certificate number 9.
Yeah. And of course, why not? Because he was a staple of ECW. Why not bring out a chair? Certificate number 9 was pretty damn. I liked him.
By the way, this group is called the Disciples of the New Church. You've got Slash, Tempest, and the fella here, the former Wall, is known as Malice.
Hey, was this prior to Vince Russo?
Russo's here on the low.
Okay.
You're gonna know that he's here in a little while.
I came to one of these events in I came to an event. How many events did they have in Huntsville?
1.
Then I may have been here backstage.
This wasn't Huntsville. This is in Nashville.
Okay. Well, I was at the Huntsville one backstage, I think.
That was the very first one. You came to the first one?
Yeah. I just hung out backstage talking to the guys. That's all.
I was there too. I was in the crowd. You should have came and got me, and I would have told you how it's going to change your life and whatnot.
I know. Damn. Chances we had, missed opportunities in life.
We could have been doing podcasts in 02. Could have told Colt Cabana and Hurricane Helms and whoever else claims to be the first podcaster to fuck right off.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go with Colt Cabana because he's a good guy and Hurricane Helms is full of shit.
Oh, it's been well documented.
Yeah. Well, full of shit.
By the way, I sent a cryptic tweet over the weekend, and I got a text from Hurricane wanting clarification.
Yeah.
I think he thought I was being critical of something he cared about.
Yeah. Yeah. He is a comic book snob. He thinks that his opinions about superheroes and comic books are the right ones.
Well, I'll tell you this. I like his opinions about comic books better than I like yours.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, fuck you. How does that sound?
That sounds like normal. Kind of just the norm, you know?
Yeah. Then if you like his opinions about comic books better than you do mine, then you're really a nerd too.
I don't even know anything
you're
about
You're a super nerd.
Listen, if you listen to a wrestling podcast, you are a nerd. So imagine how big of a nerd you are to make not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 of the motherfuckers a week. Bro, we're not in denial about the fact that I'm a fucking nerd.
Then you better get into the comic books. I've got plenty I can send you. You can start reading them.
Nope. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Man, there's some Batman comic books that you'll love.
And I can't wait to not read them.
Super Dave will give you plenty. He's got plenty of he sent me a bunch.
Let me just tell you, everything in my life is scheduled. I have alarms on my phone to tell me when to shit.
Do you?
So you think I got time to sit around, read a bunch of fucking drawings?
No.
I don't.
Do you have on your calendar to clean up the mess in your office made by Clint from Hershey? Is that on the calendar?
Hard done. I'm heartbroken about it. Things are fucked up. So my solution is I don't want to have to deal with it.
Do you have on your calendar get your ass chewed out by your wife for allowing a bunch of idiots to your house?
It's my goddamn house.
Okay.
It's been my goddamn house for about 10 years now.
I'm glad we got boundaries. Hey, these two kids are putting on a pretty good match here at the opening match, don't you think?
Yeah. Listen, I've always thought the Wall was a talented and capable performer, and obviously Sabu is revolutionary, but look at the attention they have from the crowd. That's one of the things that really stands out to me is this is not really the height of the sign era, but it's also not when everybody has a fucking smartphone in their hand.
Right. Right. So everybody is actually paying attention to what's going on. But there's something else about this match that needs to be said here.
Oh God, tell us, Tony. You know so much about wrestling, Lord. You
yes, I. God damn it! It has been my.
I'm being serious. I love that. I can't. Yes, I can. I can be serious. The point is, you get people all the time who say, "Tony, I followed your career my whole life. I watched you in Crockett, and then I watched you in WCW, and then I watched you with the WWF. I didn't really like that. And then I watched you with WCW, and then I saw that thing you did with TNA, and I know you do that podcast, and I know you did the baseball, and you're with AEW. Do you remember?
I remember.
Is that about 20% of your interactions?
Yeah, 27%, I think.
My favorite is whenever I would be tagging along with Rick and somebody would approach him and they'd say, "Oh man, I remember you used to come out there with them jackets. You know, them jackets you had them jackets. And oh man, you remember you remember that time you wrestled Sting? Man, you remember when you wrestled Sting? Guys, I watched that. I saw it. I saw when you wrestled Sting and you had your jacket. You remember your jacket?
What I was going to say here is that this is a fine match, but it's a lot of shit for the opening match on the card.
Here's the thing, Tony. It's a pay-per-view. You got to build, talk to anybody about it. You got to build up to something. Hey, have you seen anything y'all did in WCW? Why don't you shut your dumb whore mouth?
Hey, I'm giving you opinions. It's not a dumb whore. Hey, motherfucker. Clint from Hershey's Keeper. Dave Silva's Ice Cream Boy. Don't tell me to shut my whore mouth.
God, I love doing this with you.
Hey, we have fun, don't we?
That would be a great shirt. And by the way, we have got to get over. Even I had a private phone call this week and we were talking about things, and you said something that was so funny that I said, we've got to make that a shirt. I can see that with black t-shirt, white letters, old school, almost iron on style. And we would be printing money. You said, any bitch can get it.
Any bitch can get.
And it tickled me because I didn't expect Tony Schiavone to drop that on me, but I was asking something about, hey man, did you see so-and-so on such and such? And you were like, oh, you should have seen so-and-so on such and such. And I said, do you have a preference between those two ladies? And you said, well, Conrad, you know, it's been well documented in mine and your relationship and certainly on the show. And I'm like, yeah, any bitch can get it.
There we go.
And check that new shirt out right now over at lowestrules.com. Any bitch can get it.
Name for the queen of any bitches.
Oh my gosh, what a bump. And
Jesus Christ, feet first.
I know when I fall feet first into something, I pass out immediately.
Now they just went to black there. Did they also have commercials on a pay-per-view?
Hey, you stupid motherfucker. Did you not see at the front of this where it said the Fight Network? This was only on the Fight Network and television later, years later. So what they've done here, and Lord, I love this Impact Plus app, but we have discovered here that what they've done is they've taken the edited Canadian version of this show that aired on TV and put it up on the app instead of the original pay-per-view feed.
Maybe they don't have the original pay-per-view feed.
Well, no shit.
Maybe the guy who lied about all the buys also has the masters in his jail cell somewhere.
Well, if you'd like to buy them, go make an offer over at lowestrules.com. And don't forget, any bitch can get it.
Can do it. Yep. Well, or any bitch has done it. One of the two, but do it is the best one. Okay. So Sabu got the clipboard, which on the clipboard had certificate number 10. So that's his name now.
Just so you know, the gimmick here is, well, I don't know.
The gimmick here is
I mean,
I don't know.
I assume that this is like a low rent version. I guess it's really a precursor, in fact, to the Money in the Bank, because the title shot is the prize, but they didn't put it in a briefcase. They just put it on a clipboard. And I guess Malice already had a title shot and he was putting it on the line. How about this? Is he going to choke slam him off the apron to the floor through a table? Malice picks him up and down goes Sabu.
Okay. That was Malice. So now pointing at him is Alice. Malice, Alice, Crowbar, and James.
That is, Tempest is the former Crowbar. That is Slash you were looking at right there. That's Kelly Wolf, who also wrestled as Wolfie D in PG-13 in the WWE.
Okay. Was that Bill Barron's on the other side?
Yes, it is. Look at you.
Damn, they having like a little free for all here. It's raining outside too.
I don't know that I'd be doing this in the rain. Jeff Jarrett's gear's going to melt. Coming up next, more.
Oh, wait a minute. Not next. He's still dead.
No, seriously. The next one I think you're going to like.
Okay.
AJ Styles is coming out.
Look at AJ.
And he's going to call out Jerry Lynn.
Oh man. I like it already. That my man,
AJ is 18 years ago, my man.
I talked to my man, Jerry Lynn, about, are we going to track this? This would probably be pretty good, wouldn't it?
No, I assure you, you haven't missed an AJ Styles promo from 02 that you need to hear.
Yeah. Cause I'm from Gainesville, Georgia.
And Paul Heyman is a liar.
Yeah. And you know what? Gainesville, Georgia is the chicken capital of the world.
That's not true.
Hey, I'm Jerry Lynn, not Jerry Flynn, Jerry Lynn. Long hair. I'm going to take bumps that years from now going to cause me problems, but I will still take them because I'm a pro.
Will cause me problems. Oh my God. These are going to cause me problems.
I don't care if you're from the chicken capital of the world. You know what? Gainesville, Georgia. Here, hold this mic. No, hold this mic. Gainesville, Georgia had this radio station. I know it had a radio station, WDUN. Tony Schiavone worked there for 10 years doing football and basketball for Hall County Sports. But while he was doing that, making no money, here we were taking, that's right. We were taking bumps, making a little bit of money. At least we thought we were making some money. But then there's somebody backstage lying about them pay-per-view buys. Lying about them pay-per-view buys? Well, I'm from Gainesville. Yeah, lying about them pay-per-view buys is what I'm saying. Lying. I'm pointing at you, motherfucker. And here's the deal. You're still going to be bumping, and I'm going to be coaching, and I worked in ECW. What you say to me? I said, I worked in EC-fucking-W. What, that goddamn Paulie Dangerously Heyman feller? Yeah, that's right. Paulie Dangerously Heyman fella. Do you know how fat he's going to be? Going to have a head big as a pumpkin one day. Head bigger than Arn Anderson. Head bigger than Bill Watts. Fuck, it's going to be a fucking planetoid. It's going to have its own solar system. He's talking about my friend. I'm getting ready to cry. Yeah, I'm talking about your friend, motherfucker. That's right. I understand. I know how old you is because I'm retired and you're still bumping. Why? Because you have no life. Oh, I'm going to cry. I said no life, motherfucker. Do I look like a rock star to you? Could I have been in the band? You think? Yeah, I could have played drums. I could play keyboards. Look at me, motherfucker, when I'm talking to you. Look at me. Are you going to kiss me? Maybe you're going to kiss. All right, here's what I got to say. Yeah, I'm from the chicken capital of the world. Yeah, you from the chicken capital. Stop it. You're a good kid. I like you. Come back and we'll eat some juju beans together and some popcorn. And who knows, we'll go to the Conradison one day. Oh. I'm going to hit him in the back. Wow. Pretty good fucking clothesline there, man. You still with us here?
Yeah, I'm just letting you do your thing. I mean, that was,
Okay, I didn't know. I heard a lot of silence.
that was your worst interview segment you've ever done. I just wanted you to get it over with. I didn't want to be in that segment.
No, it wasn't my worst one.
Oh, it's top 5.
It may have been close, but it wasn't my worst one.
Which one was your worst one? It sounds like you've got one dedicated to memory that was real bad.
It was one with the wolf pack in the back, and I ran out of things to say.
You know, the wolf pack is back causing mass destruction.
Do what again?
I didn't say anything. Here we go. Track it.
St. Clair about last week's impromptu striptease. Let's take a look at how it all went down.
That's Jasmine St. Clair of ECW fame and, well, so much more.
Is there any guy in this building that wants to see some real TNA tonight?
Yeah! Oh, yeah!
I've got it, and I'm going to flaunt it just for you.
I love this woman. He's going to get a lap there. Oh! And stop it! And NWA Vice President Bill Barron's in the ring. And for this came from the broadcast booth. And Spirit, the Vice President of the NWA. He knows we want to see something here. Oh! Oh, come on!
Excuse me, Jasmine. Can we get a word with you?
What? Oh, that's Francine. That is Francine.
How excited are you that Francine is here with Jasmine St. Clair?
Beat her up. Come on, Francine. Beat the fuck out of her. Turn on the water. There you go, bitch. That's what you got, bitch. Trying to outdo Francine, bitch.
Oh my gosh. They did a wet t-shirt spot right there.
They sure did.
That at all.
God, they even had Francine in TNA.
And Girls in Cages.
Yeah.
Some of this doesn't age well.
No, you're right.
So hypothetically, look at these indie dates they're promoting at the bottom. Cause you remember they're part of NWA-TNA. So part of the deal is you'll plug all of the NWA indie events on your pay-per-view.
Wow. It's the most pub an indie event ever got, right?
Yeah. Cornelia, Georgia. Shout out to Wildside, Bill Barron's promotion. I got to tell you though, for a small company, this is a decent looking set.
You know, Bill is still the agent for
many wrestlers.
Yeah, AJ Styles for one.
Look who this is. R-Truth. Ron.
He's the man,
Killings.
buddy.
I'm just saying, you look at this talent we've seen so far. Sabu, the former Wall, AJ Styles, Jerry Lynn, R-Truth. There's some big time, talented folks here.
Yeah, I had a lot of time for R-Truth here, or K Crush.
Isn't it great that Jackie Crockett is the guy who discovered him, gave him his big break?
Wow. I didn't know that story.
Hey, I'm wondering, back in the day when JJ and Dusty were booking TV, do you think they ever said, now, David, this next segment, we're going to have the woman who just became awarded the biggest gangbang in the world, James J. They tell me 600 men had their way with her in one day, and they filmed the whole thing, put it on DVD for sale. And we're going to have her in the building. And I hear you, James D. I understand in theory, we might not need her on the show, but I reckon if we book her, what if them other 600 men came and had to buy tickets? If we put her on the marquee, will 600 men think, here's my shot? Do you remember hearing a booking meeting about gangbang queens and Crockett, or is that pretty unique to TNA?
That would be pretty unique to TNA. Because I mean, let's face it. And there's one of the Armstrongs being a referee. God, this is like an and there's Jeremy Borash.
Yep.
This is like an all-star session.
It is, Bubba. It is.
let's face it, back in the Crockett days, they didn't have, unfortunately, much use for women wrestlers. They had Baby Doll as a valet. They had Precious as a valet because she was Jimmy Garvin's wife. They used.
Well, here's the real deal. Jasmine St. Clair, even though now it is a factual thing. You could throw it in your Google machine. Among her porn films, St. Clair is known for her appearance in The World's Biggest Gangbang 2, a 1996 sequel to World's Biggest Gangbang, in which she is advertised as performing a record-breaking 300 sex acts with 300 men in a 24-hour period. St. Clair later described the video as among the biggest cons ever pulled in the porn business, with merely about 30 men strategically placed and filmed, only 10 of whom were actually able to perform sexually on camera.
I'm glad we got the numbers straight.
Yeah. I feel like porn is like wrestling, like they try to tell us that Adam Cole is 6 foot, but we know he's not. But it's theater of the mind. It's entertainment. Sort of the same way that, it's 300 guys. Nope, it's 30. And they're just rotating lucha masks. Sort of like an indie show, spot show back in the 80s. There's only 5 wrestlers on the card, but somehow there's 10 matches.
Yeah, right. Like, that's a 20-foot ladder.
What's funny though is you could actually have that conversation with Lois about her number of partners. And she could say, do you want the working number or the shoot number? Give me the working number. Counting you? Yep. 2. Give me the shoot number. Add a couple zeros. I was busy my junior year, Yeah. When I learned I was double jointed, I got popular that same summer. Hey, what'd you think of, the whole Will Smith, Jada Pinkett entanglement story?
I'm unfamiliar with it. Keep in mind, before you tell us the story, that I am completely unaware.
Will Smith
of anything.
is a world famous actor.
I know that, but what I'm saying is current events. My God, there's
Norman Smiley.
Oh.
He was over, by the way. Look what the crowd's ready for that. They just want to see a little dance from him.
See, we came to see the wiggle. Yeah. Again, I'm just not up on current events. I do not watch TV. I do not watch news. I do not read. I do not check social media. I just don't.
Let me ask you a question. What are you doing all day?
Me?
If you're not reading, you're not working on social media, and you're not,
I'm learning how to edit video. I'm playing video games, playing with my dogs, sleeping. That's about it. Watching Netflix, maybe watching Prime Video, watching a little Hulu, Disney Plus, stuff like that. That's what I'm doing. So give me the up on Will and Jada.
Well, they had a rocky spot in their marriage, and she started hooking up with a friend of theirs.
Whoa.
When they thought they were done in divorcing. And of course they didn't divorce and they're back together, but she, talked about it openly and referred to the relationship as an entanglement.
Wow.
And so now entanglement is a part of the national conversation. It's a major descriptor, entanglement. So what I'm thinking is we need to get you and Francine into an entanglement.
I think I'm past my entanglement years. I'd like to say.
What does that mean?
That means I just like, I appreciate the sentiment, but I got some shows on Netflix to watch. That's my life, you see. Give me a dog, and you give me Apple TV. Got to give me the internet where I can stream, and give me some sustenance. And sustenance, and give me, and then that's all I need. That's all I need. And this can of potted meat, that's all I need. And some Spam. Yeah, Spam, that's all I need. And a nice chair. Yeah. I don't want no damn entanglements. That's all I need. I'll take a chair. I'll take some energy drinks. Some energy drinks. A little bit of coffee. Some ice cream cake. and a microwave. That's all I need.
How is that possible that you put ice cream in the microwave, bro?
It is possible if you're a fucking idiot. Listen, one thing that this new era has taught us about social media has done us a favor. They have identified that there are tons of idiots in the world. We didn't realize. We look at the crowd. You can't look. Some of them you can, but you look out there. You don't know how many of them are idiots. Go on social media. You'll see how many idiots there are in the world. So an idiot would microwave ice cream.
It is wild.
Yeah. Boy, R-Truth. He looks good, man. Look at that.
He's always looked good. And so does Norman Smiley though. I mean, these guys have looked like they were in their prime for 20 years each.
Right. He can ready to smack somebody with that belt. Oh. Holy shit. That was a shooting shot. A shooting shot. How's our buddy Cassio doing? How come he's never with us anymore? Because he's his own podcaster?
Yeah, he's pretty excited about Cassio's cut, and I don't know why, but he's got a standing invitation. I guess maybe he's not wanting to come over whenever you and I are recording, because you and I have made it a habit in recent weeks and months to start recording early. Look at this. Here comes Lois Schiavone.
What in the world is this?
She is not happy about this.
And give me what?
Norman Smiley's wife has had enough. She's trying to convince him. Norman's out. Norman's out. For God's sake, that's an innocent bystander.
So Norman Smiley's wife tries to break it up as K Crush was trying to hang Norman.
Mm-hmm.
She tried to stop it, and then he popped off at her, man. Now here we go though. We got a big segment coming up at the end of this. Are you ready for this?
I don't know if I am or not.
Well, good luck, buddy. That's all I got to say. Because it's why we're here.
Oh.
The segment that made it.
Puppet the midget killer, but as you can see, he's a little busy right now. Excuse me. Hi, Puppet. It's Goldilocks here. Could we get that interview we were talking about, please?
Can a midget just get a little privacy around here?
What exactly are you doing in there, Puppet?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
Yeah.
What do you think, I'm spanking my monkey? Hey, little girl, how would you like to have a little porridge? What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm meditating in here. I'm putting my game face on. You know, I have a little problem that I'm suffering from. We call it PMS.
PMS?
Yeah, PMS. Pissed Midget Syndrome. And it's not a little thing that Summer Breeze can take care of. You know, the only thing that cures my problem is beating midget's ass. Oh yeah, beat the midget's ass.
Oh, okay. Well, he must be referring to your match tonight with Meatball, the world's largest midget, right?
The world's largest midget? I mean, you're either a midget or a Macaulay Culkin. Oh, I got plans for this Meatball character. Oh yeah, see these 6-inch pythons? I'm gonna wrap my python right around his neck like a spaghetti noodle around a fork.
Python, right?
Oh, and Later, if you're a good little girl, I'll show you my cobra. Oh, yeah!
God, don't you mean garden snake? Jeez, you guys, I tell you, I've about had it with this job. As soon as my singing career takes off, that's it. I have more. Oh, God, what is going on back here? For the love of,
Hey, Stan, don't you want none now?
Hey, boy, can't you see that I'm playing with fire?
Well, what can I tell you?
Hey, Goldie.
Yeah.
You sure do got some pretty some pretty lips.
Oh, thank you very much.
I wasn't talking about those lips.
Tony Schiavone. A little person masturbating into a trash can, and then the Dups from WWE, one of them complimenting the female announcer on her pretty vagina lips. Ladies and gentlemen, this is TNA Wrestling in 2002.
Oh, God.
And we're back with Girls in Cages.
That was about as, even back in 2002, that was about as politically incorrect as you can get. Today, it would shut the promotion down. Wow. Who was the booker back then? Who wrote TV back then?
Yes.
It was Russo?
You literally just asked. Oh, and look, here comes one of the Flying Elvises. And there's another Flying Elvis. Of course, in the back, that's Sonny Siaki. What do you think about the Flying Elvises?
Not a bad gimmick. Now there were there were other Flying Elvises, right?
Oh, how many you need?
No, I'm talking about in
that Nicolas Cage movie. Yes.
Right.
Look at there. Low key, baby. You couldn't convince. I mean, I was convinced Low Key was going to be the man.
Yeah.
And look who's getting stomped on in the corner.
Okay. I'm not so sure who that is in the corner, but somebody going to slap Mike TNA around.
Dude, I had no idea that Don West and Michael Hayes shopped at the same store in Atlanta. I think they just went to like a store that was just called probably like Steve Harvey's Zoot Suits. What's the most jackets you had or buttons you had on a jacket? I'm sure you went through a phase where you had the Steve Harvey jacket. How many buttons did it have?
6.
Jesus.
Yeah. One of them double-breasted 6 things.
The most I ever got, not double-breasted. I'm talking, look who's in front right here. Maybe you'll know who it is now. He was just getting stomped a minute ago.
Oh, Christopher Daniels.
And look on the right before his famous run at Applebee's, Elix Skipper, one of the more unsung heroes of wrestling. Seriously, boys and girls, if you're watching this with us, you can Christopher Daniels wrestle almost any Wednesday. Watch Elix Skipper here. Dude was good. He was special, man.
Oh, he was, man. Look at that. Wow. And he's wrestling with my man, Christopher Daniels, the fallen angel. Christopher Daniels, as you know, he had a colonoscopy. We discussed it many times, over and over again, about his colonoscopy. You had a colonoscopy yet, Conrad?
No.
Well, get ready.
Is it bad?
No, it's not bad at all.
I heard that you fart a lot after.
Yeah, they always say it's a terrible thing, but every time they bring me in and they give me the anesthesia, I go right to sleep.
Let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to get that like when you're 50?
Yes.
So why are you asking me at 39 years old if I've had a colonoscopy?
Well, just as a precautionary measure. While you're down, Doc, while you're down there checking my hemorrhoids, just stick a camera up there too. Something like that.
Let me ask, you ever do one of those deals where it's like you make a pitch for something and they try to counter and they say, I'll only let you do that if I can do this.
Yeah.
Did you go for it?
No.
What was the counter? Do you recall? Was it a finger or an apparatus?
Jesus. That's where you're going, huh? Who's the guy with the black shirt on right here? What the hell?
That's Chris Schiavone. No, actually that was Pondwater Dave before he started delivering Cheetos and lost all the weight.
Mm.
Look at those empty seats right across from the hard cam.
Mm. That wouldn't work, man.
How about that one chick not paying attention at all, playing with her hair stretched out over 2 seats, trying to move away from that creeper stash?
But she's still close enough so she can be on camera and maybe be seen. See how she's sitting out there brushing her hair? She wants to be seen.
She doesn't know she's on camera.
Oh, yes, she does.
I don't believe that.
She just looked at the big screen and moved her hair to the side.
Oh.
See her? She's still looking. Look, now she moved her hair back.
Oh my God. Look at this discovery we've made.
Look. Okay. Now she's looking. I'm going to brush my hair. Keep looking. Oh, she probably adjust her top. Maybe she's going to be found. Maybe she's going to be seen. This is tremendous.
This is a good match though, by the way.
Yeah, it actually is. We got some great performers here.
Jorge Estrada, Sonny Siaki.
Keep brushing that hair, sweetie. Okay. She going to town on that hair, buddy. Sorry.
She's still playing with it.
Yeah. Oh, now she put her glasses on top of her head.
Yes, she did.
Sonny was a good performer, man. He's doing a lot of talking here.
Didn't he give a guy a kidney or something like that?
Gave a guy a kidney. Was that a winner gets a kidney match or something like that?
No, I think like a family member of his got sick and he donated it, and that meant he had to retire. I think he gave him a kidney for real.
That's good if he did.
Here you go. September 17th, 2008, Sonny Siaki retired from professional wrestling because he planned to donate one of his kidneys to his dying brother, Bernard. Siaki would only have one kidney remaining, of course, and thus the doctor told him he couldn't wrestle anymore, effectively ending his 10-year career. Well, I'll tell you this, Mean Gene has something to say about that. He was in the biz a long time with just one kidney, and I doubt at this point either one of Flair's function.
Mm-hmm. But it didn't matter to Flair. Flair just go get dialysis and drink a fifth of vodka later.
Has he always been Vodka Jones?
As long as I've known him, yeah. Well, I mean, he liked, what were kamikazes made from? I always heard of
Japanese soldiers.
No, the drink, dumbass.
Oh, sorry.
The shots.
I think it's like equal parts vodka, 2% lime juice.
Okay. I never knew what they were, but I knew we had a lot of those.
That's vodka. 2% is not something you want.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you know what lime juice is growing up with Lois.
Right. Yeah. You're not kidding. Because margarita be her drink.
Well, I just know it's a remedy for dandruff.
For what?
Dandruff.
Bullshit.
What? Lime juice.
You put lime juice on your hair?
Yeah. I mean, that's what Lois was telling me. That look it up.
Holistic medicine.
Dude, I typed in lime juice Dan, and the first suggestion is lime juice dandruff. Give your hair a twist of lime. When washing your hair, add a teaspoon of fresh lime juice to the final rinse. The useful remedy not only combats oily buildups to prevent dandruff, but also leaves hair glowing.
See that kid running back and forth with a sign?
Yeah.
That would be hilarious. Like as he's run that way, somebody just fucking clothesline him. Boom. Hilarious. I mean, if I'm sitting right there, you know, and that kid's in front of me with the sign.
That says, my name is Chad.
I don't give a shit. Chad's going down, blocking my view because of his fucking sign.
One of his buddies needs to come down and do the old nut tap on him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how old were you the first time you got nut tapped?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably like 14, 15.
To the two girls listening, every guy knows what I just talked about, but you take the back side of your hand, and as you're walking past a guy, you just whap.
Yeah.
And try to thump that head real fast for him, and he won't see it coming. And every guy cowers over and goes, oh. And right now, while Chad's got both of his arms in the air, and this other stupid ass, he's trying to show his ass, literally. What is it? Oh, he's taking his shirt off now.
I'm really surprised that security
he's taking his shirt all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. Where is security? Why didn't that mouth breather behind Mike tonight go up there and sit his ass down?
Yeah. Oh.
Attack puppies.
And meanwhile, we're so distracted by the blonde and the idiot Chad, that,
do you know a fucking Chad worth of shit?
Nope.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
I feel bad for Estrada right there, but he made chicken salad out of it.
He sure did, buddy. Hey, if that's you, Chad, and you're listening to this podcast, okay, and you're a friend of the podcast, fuck you. Oh, wow. Great leg trip by Daniels. Christopher could do some shit too, couldn't he? He could do some good stuff. There you go. Somebody said, son, sit down.
Christopher Daniels is one of the more underrated wrestlers. Like, I really do think Christopher Daniels, we say this about guys every now and again, but Christopher Daniels was born 10 years too early.
Yeah.
If he was just turning 40 right now, dude, he'd be fucking rolling.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
The business is changing though, you know?
It's like Arn Anderson was born a little bit too late.
Yeah. If Arn was 10 years younger or older, rather, he could have been in there with the Dory Funks and the Harley races. And
absolutely. Can you imagine Arn 10 years older right now? Fuck, he'd be 500 pounds.
Wouldn't it be great though to see Arn Anderson and Ric Flair headline a Starrcade?
Yeah.
Like if Arn was 10 years older.
Right.
And yeah, I enjoyed Harley, but imagine, 83, 84, 85, one of those years. It's Arn and Rick. Yeah. Come on.
You're right, buddy. How about that move by Elix Slipper?
I like that. That's what we're going to go with.
Elix Slipper. Wow. Sonny Siaki with the kidney driver.
You know what Sonny called that move that you just.
No. What did he call it?
Endless apps.
Yeah.
Well, he does.
Apps.
What?
Slick Johnson had his own sign too. These kids had a pretty good match, really.
No.
Oh boy.
They've Jesus. Oh my goodness. Here come the Dups.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the karate demonstration board.
Take some plywood. I thought that girl was Missy Hyde at first.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is the girl?
Fluffed up.
Flub Dub?
Fluffed up. F-L-U-F-F space D-U-P-P. So one of these guys is jacked up. One of these guys is bowed up. One of these guys is fucked up. And then she's fluffed up.
Hmm. This is some really stupid shit right here. We've seen stupid shit. We've talked about stupid shit. We've done stupid shit. We've said stupid shit. But this is really stupid shit right here.
RASSLIN, that's Russo.
That's a
man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine tight shots of crotches and chests in 2020? What? This is just weird to watch back, is it not? And there's a little person in the cage with her. I guess he just stepped right in there.
Getting a lot of TV time with this dancing.
He hadn't looked up. He looked up finally. I've never seen a guy fucking mean mug a belly button.
You want to track this?
Nope. Want you to say, what do you think OK Crush is saying here?
Give me that microphone, lady. Look at me. I'm sweating and look at you. Oh. Oh my God. Scott Hall's arrived. Click.
Click. You changing the channel?
No, on the back of his tights. KLIQ.
Next, we have a hardcore midget false count anywhere match.
Oh, God.
What? Meatball is going to bring a cart of groceries. Going to have a cream pie. Who doesn't love a cream pie? Some tomatoes, a big bag of flour, some watermelon.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's the world's biggest midget.
Oh my God.
It's Dave Silva. Forevermore, we will refer to Dave Silva as Meatball.
Oh God. What's he looking for?
Well, he's got the macaroni and cheese, the Ready Whip, some strawberries.
Oh, there's little Debbie cakes.
Oh, those I think those are the cupcakes. Those are good too.
Cheetos.
Oh, and shout out to Pondwater Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we know if they were flaming hot, we know how they'd get there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, you're missing Summer Scam this weekend. It's the sequel to No Holds Barred Christmas. Originally there was going to be 30 guys. Now there's 4 because of Rona. But, we're going to go see Nate Bargatze, social distance. And,
I wanted to come, but I had to go to the mountains.
Well, it's better that you didn't come because as we know, you came a lot when you were younger and, well, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I'm going to have 4 folks over. So there'll be 5 of us and it should be a good time.
You want to name you want to name them?
Well, Dawkins will be here.
Really?
Our gimmick attorney.
You know, I got to give Dawkins a lot of credit. He's hung in with this group.
Yeah. He's trying to be the vice president.
He's hung into this group. And you know, first of all,
there's Puppet.
Yeah.
Nails Meatball with a big trash can. It's probably suitable for beating off in, much like Matt Coon does. It's been well documented. And he just falls on it. We got to recreate that at Summer Scam. I need Dave Silva to just fall on an aluminum trash can like that. You think he would do that for me?
Yo, of course he would. Shit, your followers do anything for you.
Followers. Boy, that's a phrase right there. Followers.
That is a phrase.
Followers. Oh,
you got a bunch of them.
It was a little person Van Daminator with a garbage can. My God, I love this so much.
Oh my God. Can we just, because I want to hear what Tanae is saying about this. Can we just track it a little bit? Just
let you hear what a real play-by-play man sounds like.
Yeah, please.
The ring apron onto Puppet.
Another term I don't think you've ever said before.
It's true.
I'll tell you what.
Out of this, is he going to eat it?
That is a lot of out there.
Dropped him back first on the steel entrance ramp.
I love these midget matches.
Don't go high-fiving anybody today.
No, I won't. Like I said, I learned.
Was that a cartwheel?
What?
That wasn't a cartwheel. That was more like a wagon wheel.
Okay, I've heard enough. Well, they're laughing along with it. But that's
what
all
are you supposed to do? Call this like it's fucking Luthez?
You never know. You never know what they've been instructed to do. And now let's, what we got here? Angel food cake? No, it's a pie.
It's a cream pie. Here we go. Well, they're going to have ants.
Cheese.
You ever take,
you know what? That cheese in a can, that's good shit, man.
Oh, fuck you, Tony.
Oh, come on, man.
I've never eaten it.
Cheese in a can on Ritz crackers?
Nope.
I could eat a whole can of that stuff, man.
Hey, Puppet, don't you fuck with those little Debbies. You leave those alone. Those cupcakes are good eating. Pick up that big ass watermelon.
I can't believe that you like Little Debbie's, but you don't like.
Oh, he's got the big thing of flour. That thing of flour is as big as him. Don't hit him in the head with it. He could die. Oh shit, dude.
He was hoping that thing of flour would break, but it didn't.
You should not hit people in the back of the head with a 15-pound bag of flour.
Well,
look at this watermelon. Not in the head, not in the head, not in the head. In the head. Dude. Oh. This little person on little person violence has got to stop.
Look at the face of him.
It's hard for me to be convinced you're a badass if you got a cream pie in the face. When was the last time you had some cream pie?
Oh God. I had a banana cream pie 4th of July.
I think that's the only one that people still do in Alabama. There's a
banana cream pie
place over in Decatur. It's pretty world famous. Big Bob Gibson's, where white sauce was invented. And I took Ricky Morton there once, and he ordered banana cream pie.
Yeah.
And he rolled his eyes in a way where I was scared to look down.
Rolled his eyes in a way. Oh, fuck.
Oh my God. He just rolled. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. That hurt.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, don't you love professional wrestling?
Not now. Not at this moment. I don't.
Oh man, a tornado DDT, a little person tornado DDT. Yes. On the floor. Puppet calls himself the midget killer. It's false count anyway. Oh, he kicked out.
Of course he did, man.
Gosh.
Oh Lord.
What was your favorite spot of this match so far?
My favorite spot of the match? Cream pie to the face. But I'm sure that there's going to be a spot to top that any second now.
I was a big fan of the little person Van Daminator with the trash can.
Oh, you like that, huh?
Oh God. It's good stuff.
I think Meatball is either really blown up or hurting or something, because he got nothing here.
But yeah, blown up is the word.
He got nothing. I mean, what's this other guy's name?
It's Meatball and Puppet.
Puppet. Okay. I was going to say the little guy. But it's Puppet. He just beating the fuck out of Meatball. See, Meatball ain't got nothing, right? Nothing. As a matter of fact, is Meatball still with us in real life?
Buddy, I don't know what you want me to say here.
Well, you can say that he probably just died right after this match.
No, he is alive.
Okay.
He is only 49 years old. Richard Ellinger. He's been known as the world's monster midget, Meatball, and the giant midget. He's 292 pounds and 4'6". He was trained by Spider, Nate Webb, and Pat Tanaka. He's from Chicago.
But he ain't got nothing here, man. That's over. I mean, he had nothing in this match. Zero. He didn't even get his Cheetos out. And he's still late. I think he's setting up right now. Give me 5. I ain't giving you 5. I'm going to go eat some of those little Debbie cakes. Quickly. Need a sugar rush.
You're about to see something right here. So this little person dancing is Teo, I think. Teo. And I think he's got a spot planned here that you may enjoy.
Okay. Well, I see Puppet walk behind him and look, and
Trying to tear her top off.
oh,
There you go. A little person just tore the Lady in the Cage's top off.
well, it is pay-per-view, right? And I guess you can get away with stuff like, right? I don't know.
Now, here comes your favorite segment on the show. A very wet Jasmine St. Clair come into the ring with a hurt back and maybe some ribs.
That ain't all she's got.
Thanks to that vicious attack from Francine in the shower.
And thanks to that wet t-shirt, she ain't hiding anything.
Can you believe that this is?
Yeah, I can.
I mean, man, whoever's booking this, just watch some porn and jack your dick and then go back to writing wrestling. We'd like to watch wrestling. Can we just watch wrestling? Why does everything on this fucking show have to involve near nude women? I can't believe I'm fussing about it, but it's just like, Jesus Christ, this was written by a sophomore. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
God, I mean, listen, I understand in ECW, they did that in ECW too. Yeah. Like one spot, but not every segment. The last segment was a girl getting her top taken off. The next one's a girl in a wet t-shirt. And it's just like,
Here's my girl.
And straight to the cat fight.
Yeah.
Jasmine St. Clair and Francine rolling around. Francine wearing jeans. You're probably disappointed.
No, she wears them jeans very well.
Oh man, Francine's about to have an accident too. That shirt's yeah, adjust yourself, baby. Come on.
She's hanging on. She's hanging on here. Oh, Francine doing the smart thing there, right?
Yeah. Hold the bra down while this girl takes your shirt off.
Right. She knew that that spot was coming. So she was hanging on. Now everybody, because of what they have seen, wants to see Jasmine's top come off.
What have they seen? Oh, they took her bottoms off.
Mm-hmm.
My God, dude. Oh.
For you kids in the audience, don't try this at home.
We told a woman backstage, you got pretty lips. I wasn't talking about your mouth. So a little person beat off in a trash can. Thong Jones here. Now we're spanking her in a wet t-shirt. Oh, and here he comes.
Meanie.
The blue boy.
Oh my God. Don't do it. Oh, Jesus.
Manny nails Francine with a DDT. And he's here to take care of his woman.
Oh, Meanie looked good here, man. Didn't he?
Svelte. Well, you can see the incision scar from
You
Francine.
sure can. I was thinking the same
Why
thing.
are they fucking
Why are they? Don't show it again, please.
Lord.
Oh. Okay. My God, what is the main event for this thing? Ed Ferrara.
I can't. I don't even know.
It doesn't matter. I'm telling you right now, this is one of the biggest clusterfucks we've ever watched, and we've watched some bad ones.
Dude,
this is an extension of WCW 2000.
If there were no limits of what you could do.
Right.
I mean, we've got Low-Key and AJ Styles for the X Division title.
Okay.
Which is going to be good.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
And then we've got a main event style segment, but
jeez,
I don't even know what to say right now. Like,
yeah, we're not going to put that collar on her. Just slide her out. Can't get it on her. Let's see. I'll try again right there. There you go. Whew, got it on her. So we've done our job.
oh man, she's crying for real. See that mascara running?
Mm-hmm. Look at them little kids. Mommy, is this how women act? No, son, not really. Oh, I want to hear this. Track this. Oh,
okay.
Shit.
Never
mind.
Never mind. Goldilocks. Low key says, I get my talking done in the ring.
Yeah, man.
We're seeing some clips here. Him winning by Dragon Clutch, which is like a dragon sleeper submission move.
Sure. Low key has a very distinctive, dark, deep, resonant voice. I wanted to hear him talk because he's pretty cool.
I heard once at an MLW show, the original version, like back in like 02, 03, whenever that was, that they were like having fun, filling water balloons up, throwing them off the hotel balcony at passersby. But supposedly somebody had the idea to make it sound like a bird. So low-key allegedly trying to make bird sounds.
Caw-caw. 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 I think they bought it. Caw-caw. Caw-caw.
Here he comes, buddy. I don't know that much about his past in wrestling. I know he worked for the WWE, and I know he's been very outspoken against them. And that's what I remember from working with him in MLW. But I like this kid a lot.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
In this era, you couldn't convince me this guy wasn't going to be one of the top guys. I knew it was still going to be something he had to overcome because of his size, but he was first on my radar during Ring of Honor. And then obviously he's doing the TNA shows here. And here he comes, AJ Styles. But I thought his stuff in Ring of Honor and here was just tremendous. Big fan. He finally did he worked Japan, he worked Impact, he worked TNA, he worked WWE, he worked NXT. He's done MLW. He's been everywhere, done everything. And I've never met him, but supposedly, he can be difficult if you work for the quote unquote office, or at least that's the rap on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. And that's a shame because on a personal level, he's a great kid.
Well, and I don't even know that that's true. You know,
no, I've heard the same thing. And the reason I almost know it's for real is because a guy like him, to me, just as me talking, would be perfect for AEW. But if he's been difficult in the past, he ain't going to end up there.
Right.
So, and that's a shame. But I've heard that too. But other than that, the kid can work. Kid's got a great talker, great look, and just got a lot of great tools. And thank God we've got a decent match going on here, because we've seen a bunch of shit up to here, haven't we? With the exception of Daniels and in that match with he and Skipper and the Elvises, that wasn't bad. This, just getting underway, has some potential to pull this thing out, so to speak.
Did you see this past week that a Kit Knight Rider sold over the weekend?
No.
You remember the show Knight Rider, David Hasselhoff?
Sure do. Yeah.
Well, one of those old cars sold for $192,000 over the weekend.
Wow. Those were like, Pontiac Grand Ams, right?
Yeah, but this one's like the one they used on TV, I guess. And it's got the exact interior.
Yeah.
You know, the silly steering wheel and televisions in the dash. And I think it's, I think it's even fucking autographed, like on the outside.
Wow.
Would you drive that around?
No, I was just thinking a Mark born every minute.
I guess my question is, if you could have like one movie car, what would it be?
It'd be James Bond's Aston Martin DB5.
Holy shit, that's real specific.
Oh yeah, from Goldfinger. Absolutely. And they've since brought it out in the Daniel Craig movies too. So that's the one, man, with Man, when I was, we're talking 1963, I believe, or 64 when Goldfinger came out, and they had the machine guns out of the headlights.
Oh, that was the shit, wasn't it?
Oh man, that took America, man. That was a phenomenon. People went, what the fuck? And we got oil slick in the back.
Didn't they have like a Lotus, like car that turned into a boat in James Bond too?
Yeah, they did. That was in The Spy Who Loved Me.
And didn't they have like a Rolex where the bezel turned into like a saw?
Yeah. I'm trying to think which one that was. But that saw got him out of a predicament or two.
Yeah, he was like tied up or something and it sawed out.
Right.
I guess they called it a buzzsaw watch.
Buzzsaw watch, yeah.
It was from the Roger Moore version, Live and Let Die.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Very good. That was his first one.
Oh shit. That watch sold for $365,000.
Whoa, wait a minute. That was a gimmick watch.
Yeah, but somebody still wanted it. Like the only reason I know about this boat, submarine, car thing is because Elon Musk bought it for a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like $1 million.
Well, obviously Elon Musk has a lot of, play income, as I call it.
What are you doing with your play income these days besides spending it on OnlyFans?
Stop.
What?
Which I want to mention something too here in a minute. I'm socking a lot of money into the house.
Well, I mean, I know that you're doing some, I guess we should mention some new floors.
Well, yeah, but that's the insurance paying for that. But
why is the insurance? What happened?
Because we had water damage.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Lois squirting this whole time. Okay. So you're getting new floors. What kind of floors you putting in?
It's hardwoods.
Of course, you can't hide money.
Yeah.
And what else you doing? I know you put a big old deck on it.
No, we got a new refrigerator, got a new oven, microwave combination, getting a new dishwasher. Going to get some of the rooms painted. We had new garage doors put on.
Oh shit, son.
We've cleaned out the garage too. If you come in see the garage, you wouldn't believe it. You can actually see the floor of the garage.
Well, what about the goddamn attic? Fuck.
Well, you know what? You need to get your followers to come over here for a day.
Here's what I need. Here's what I need.
No.
No. I'm coming this week. Leave me a key under the mat or text me where it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sending minions into the ceiling.
Can I tell you something?
I cannot wait to see what your insurance company says when Meatball, aka Dave Silva, plummets through your shitty, shoddy attic floor. Shitty, shoddy.
We don't have keys. We have Yale locks with
With who now? What kind of lock is this?
It's called a Yale Nest lock. You push buttons to get in the house.
A Yale Nest lock. Mm-hmm. Okay.
We bought those too recently.
Well, I just looked them up. There's goddamn $300.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you can't hide money at your house.
Well, we're just trying to make our house was pretty much ransacked. We've been in here 30 years, ransacked by, look at this, man. These kids are doing some great shit.
Dude, we're talking over a great match here.
Yeah.
Go out of your way to see two very young, very motivated, excited to have a big platform performers. Yeah. And you know that one of them's going to go on to be one of the best wrestlers of all time, AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, low key, perhaps one of the biggest could have beens.
Yeah.
I think low key is almost like Bo Jackson in that everybody knew Bo was going to be big, but then, didn't go exactly as planned, thanks to the injury. But by the way, I had a great conversation with a great friend of the show, David Flair. And he pointed out to me that in his opinion, AJ Styles has got to be on the short list for best wrestler ever.
Ever?
I said, because he acknowledged, of course, that his dad is the best of all time.
Okay.
And I said, well, everybody always has him and Sean at 1A, 1B. And he made a face. And he's like, AJ Styles is better than him.
Better than Sean?
And I'm like, what? He's like, dude, AJ Styles is one of the best wrestlers that ever lived. And I was just like, I'm not arguing that at all, but I didn't expect it. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think that an old nothing happening David Flair would say that AJ Styles is one of the best wrestlers ever. But I mean, he believes it.
Well,
and I'm not arguing it, but I'm just saying it's not something you hear all the time.
Right.
And probably because he's still active. You know what I mean? Like, usually those conversations take place when a guy's career is over, but Dave is convinced that when it's all said and done, it's going to be Ric Flair and AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Watch this move here. Are you ready for this? Last time you saw Richard do that.
Never.
Oh, speaking of Richard.
Oh boy.
A famous wrestler, world famous wrestler, sent a text to this household this week. And the text read, well, just got my asshole lasered.
Yeah. That is a term that you would not expect from anybody.
I never expected those words to touch. Oh my God. It was supposed to be the key crusher, and instead it turned into some sort of snap DDT maneuver.
And unfortunately, I think there's a real fight going on in the stands or something, because the fans are not. A lot of the fans not paying attention to it. See, they're looking up.
Yeah, they're shooting around it now.
Yeah. And well, not only that, after they're just using this camera here. They're not going to the hard cameras.
Just got my asshole lasered.
And the response was good for you, or more information needed. What
do you,
I mean, if somebody sends you a text like that, how do you respond? What do you say?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Okay. I mean, you're the cult leader here. You got all these followers.
I'm talking about a world famous wrestler.
Well, you should, look at this. Styles clash.
Here's my question. When you and Lois go to the mountains this weekend, AJ wins. Big Styles clash. That gets her done. That guy in the front row, the Eagles fan, he ain't having it.
Yeah.
He wanted low key to win.
That's all right though. That's a hell of a match. These kids performed. So he's the X champion. Is that what it's called?
He's the X division champion. That's the first belt. It's in the hands of a private collector.
Go get it.
Nah, I don't want it.
Come on. Yeah. Go get it. Send Clint from Hershey to the guy's house. He'll destroy a bunch of shit, and then he'll come back with it.
It is a nice looking belt. By the way, we're not done with this segment. I know you think we're done, but we're not done.
Okay. Little angle alert here is what you're saying?
Little?
Sure.
We've already had all the little people we're going to have.
Oh, man, Jerry.
Spear and a half right there.
Oh, by the way, I talked to Jerry about his match with Carino that we watched.
Yeah.
And I said, was the die that you wrote on was that like improv right there in the match, during the match? He said, no. He said, we talked about it in the back. Well, he said, I didn't know. He said, Carino always would bleed like a stuck pig. He said, but I didn't think it would bleed that much. I said, I don't think anyone expected that much blood. But I told him how much I liked it. And Jerry is such a gentleman and a good guy to talk to. It's just, he's like an anomaly. He really is. I mean, he could do so much, so many great things. And it's just like, Just a very soft-spoken, nice man. Here we go. Wow. God damn, a 25-foot ladder.
All right, comedy fans, that right there is called a callback. And it was tremendous.
Oh, watch out.
Oh, I got some new rims on my car.
Oh, phew, thank God.
Can't wait to let Dave Silva never drive it. Seriously, I was so excited. I had to take the car in for service. It gave me the little thing that said, "Oh, you're 3 days overdue for service," or whatever. So I go in and they tell me, "Oh, you got to do this sort of flush, and oh, you need new wipers, and your back rear tire is low." And then I'm like, "All right, well, fucking fix the tire." And they're like, "Oh, it turns out the rim is cracked." Do you have any idea how that could have happened? You should have seen my face. It's one of those deals where you just like sort of jut your jaw out to the side. Yeah.
You should have.
I probably have an idea, I guess. So then they're like, well, it's going to be X number of thousands of dollars for this fucking disaster. And I'm like, wait. I got some old rims in storage. We'll just throw those on there. I'm not throwing any more money at this Dave Silva mess. So I put the other rims on and I like them better. And you think she likes rims?
Probably.
How much do you think she charges?
You probably, you should have said, yeah, I know about the rims. The guy is next door Baskin Robbins microwaving ice cream. I don't think I'll ever forget that.
He microwaves ice cream.
He is an idiot. He is an idiot.
I was asking a question. How much do you think these girls charge for the?
I'm not answering that because I don't know.
No, I don't know. I've never hired a cage dancer. I know what like indie guys make. I know what AEW and WWE guys make. I don't know what you pay a cage dancer in 2002 to be a prop as Brian Lawler walks to the ring.
Brian Christopher.
Nope. Brian Lawler. They're calling him Brian Lawler.
They're coming up with his real name. He's a tragic story.
Oh my gosh. It's still an active part of a lawsuit even now. Jerry's suing. He thinks that there was foul play, and based on all the information, that's kind of hard to argue.
Yeah.
By the way, on the, there's 2 dark matches here before the show started.
Yeah.
The very first dark match was Azrael and Gabriel from Ring of Honor, and they were taking on the Briscoe brothers. How great is that? The same show has the Briscoe brothers, the Wall, Crowbar, Sabu, Norman Smiley, Sonny Siaki, Elix Skipper, K Crush, Francine, Jerry Lynn, AJ Styles, Low Key, Brian Lawler, Jeff Jarrett, Scott Hall. That's a lot of talent.
Yeah. That's a pretty big, payroll too.
Well, cause they think they're selling a lot more pay-per-views than they actually are.
God almighty.
I got to send you a copy of Jerry's book.
I need to.
Half the book is about creating TNA. The other half of the book is about what his wife made for lunch that day. Seriously.
And it talks about what happened.
Oh yeah.
It talks about how they were, lied to.
Dude, I cannot wait until Jeff Jarrett gets fired from WWE again. And I get to start a podcast with him and cancel this one with you. And then we get to tell the real story of what happened here. And then when they convince him to come back and he cancels on me, I'll just call you back in. We'll pick up right where we left off. And I don't even think that many people will even notice we were going.
I'm surprised you haven't, cut me for Paul Heyman. But then I don't think their headphones big enough to put on Paul Heyman's head. I'm not sure. Have to have massive headphones for that.
I got earbuds.
Oh, really?
No spoilers, Tony. No spoilers.
Okay. Because I mean, his head is like.
See, the thing
his head itself is like 300 pounds. The head. Just the head. Are we missing a good promo here?
No, we're not.
Okay. Was this the book main event?
Yes. He's taking on a wrestler named Scott Hall.
Oh, that wrestler. Well, at least we're gonna see somebody with some pretty good working punches.
Have you heard of Scott Hall?
Yeah, many times.
Good.
Many times.
It's been a long time. Shouldn't have
you're gonna
left
get
you.
You're gonna get your followers to come over here and go through the attic?
Yeah, Hancock, Kuhn, Silva.
Yeah, bring them all.
We're gonna test the weight capacity of those beams in your ceiling.
We'll all just
we'll all fall down.
No, we'll all form a chain and just pass boxes out, and we'll put them in the garage temporarily, and we'll go through all the stuff. And I'll give them each $20 and feed them lunch from 5 guys. And then you bring the bus over and take them back, and hey, maybe there'll be an independent show somewhere in Cornelia you can stop on the way home.
Well, we won't be going to any independent shows because there would be more than 10 people there. Serious business though. What day can we come over? I know you're going to the mountains to make Lois squeal like a pig, or her make you squeal like whatever y'all do. It's your private time. My question is,
yep.
Are you going to like leave the key somewhere where I can get in and me just make myself at home? Like,
no, it's a code that you're not going to be able to get, but
what if Silva does like Lois cosplay?
Okay.
Puts on one of her moo-moos, pulls up Facebook, turns up Fox News all the way.
Yeah.
Starts yelling about Cam Newton irrationally.
Mm-hmm. That about sums her up.
Drinks up all the Jim Beam.
Mm-hmm. Peach bourbon.
Moonshine.
She's into peach bourbon now.
Look at Scott Hall right here, dude. Still looks great, doesn't he?
Oh man. Yeah. He's one of the all-time great performers.
How old and cartoonish 80s Memphis wrestling is this though?
Yeah, you're right. Hey, yo, my ass.
3, 2, 1, turn. Nope.
It's kind of selling this for a long time, aren't they?
Too long.
Yeah.
Like it's a house show.
House show bump. Okay.
Scott Hall got tired.
Yeah.
Is that the jacket that his kid Cody wears?
I don't know.
Cody Hall.
I don't know. Hey, so I just wanted to touch on something without going into details very quickly here.
Oh God, we're gonna get in trouble. This is our last.
No, nobody's gonna get in trouble. I just wanted to voice my
here we go.
My concern.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I certainly hope Sunny is okay.
Oh man, I'm glad you brought that up. You know, we saw that she's recently been caught up again and is now in the clink, and it's a shame because
it breaks my heart.
We think a lot of her career and contributions, and she's always been nice to me, and I know she's a controversial figure, but once upon a time we had some fun stuff we were going to do with her on the show here with a get together type deal. And of course the world has changed and it's just not working out as easy as we hoped. Now we hear that she's in a little trouble, and hope she's doing as well as can be expected right now. However, that's working out.
Very well said. I feel the same way.
you know, listen, we do have a lot of fun on this show, just busting balls, but man, and people who join us over at adfreeshows.com, they hear me do a series called Ask Conrad. And I think I've done like 7 of them so far. But as you know, in real life, I got fucking no room for negativity. Like if there's any sort of negative, I block it out. Like I don't deal with it.
You shut me down a lot. I know.
Anytime you pop off something negative, I get like fucking mad about it, fired up, because it's like, that's like praying for bad stuff to happen. Don't do that. I'm just positive Jones all the time. But sometimes on the show, we're shitty about things and people and stuff. We're just trying to make you laugh. We don't really believe any of that. And certainly I've had some fun over the years on podcasts trying to make you laugh, talking about Sunny, but in real life, she's always been great to me, and I've tried to reciprocate to her. And I hope that on the other side, that continues to look and feel that same way. But we want the best for everybody. I want everyone listening to this to be safe and healthy and happy and wealthy and most of all, be filled with peace and contentment. And when you see that somebody's got some real life problems like that, you're like, that's not good.
Yeah. It's when people ask me, so do you do a wrestling podcast? I say, well, it's kind of wrestling / comedy.
Yeah.
Because we try to make people laugh and have a good time and forget the bad things in life. You know, forget the fact that the world's going to end in about 3 years.
Probably less.
Yeah. That this country has gone bye-bye. It's not going to be the United States of America much longer.
Well,
it's not. They're going to change the flag. But that's okay. I mean, I'm at the end of my life, so I don't care.
That's the spirit.
Brian Lawler here, some pretty good working punches.
Lawler, I've always felt like, you know, he was like this close. And I know that sounds silly because he was once upon a time one of the most over acts in wrestling as a part of, you know, that group Too Cool. And I know that sounds silly in hindsight to some hardcore Smart Mark fans, but you go back and you look to the crowd reactions and you talk to anybody who was there and they'll tell you about the way those guys were moving merch and the way they were received at house shows. And it was just really, really well done. And I don't know, man, it's just, it's disappointing that some of his personal demons sort of got in the way and maybe held him back a little bit.
Yeah. That's a story that's well told in wrestling through many people, you know?
Yeah.
Personal demons got in the way. I mean,
but it didn't have to be that way.
No. And Scott Hall that way too.
Yeah. I mean, our whole main event, you're exactly right. Hey,
and
I saw something over the weekend that made me think of your old ass. I saw they make a typewriter keyboard.
A typewriter keyboard?
So it looks like an old school typewriter.
Right.
But it's like a wireless keyboard for your laptop.
Wow.
I thought that was kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
Especially for somebody your age.
No, I wouldn't use it, but it is kind of cool.
But you grew up on it.
Oh yeah, sure did. I took typing class.
We have a younger generation of listeners right now whose head just exploded. What the fuck is a typing class?
Oh, geez. It's funny, but our teacher told us, she said, you may think what you're doing in here right now is not worth your time, but it's going to be a skill that's going to be with you for the rest of your life. And boy, was she right.
That was in sewing class?
No, that was in typing class.
Oh.
Okay.
Why do you sometimes get mad at me? I can tell you get irritated with me.
No, I don't get irritated at you.
It's fine. You know,
Scott's got a little blood coming on the forehead here.
Oh, how about borrowed from the big boss man right there?
Mm-hmm.
I love that spot.
So after he's talked for like 20 minutes, you'll get the mic again here.
Trying to get some heat, Bubba. Mm-hmm. What do you think he's saying?
I don't know. It's over.
Good.
Watch what I fucking do next. Something like that, maybe. Well, man, this. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Aha. Wow, look at that punch by Hall.
I feel like we should mention we've got more of this coming next week. So tonight we saw a little person masturbate furiously into a trash can. Next week we say the July 31st, 2002 edition. So 2 weeks after this, also on a Wednesday, just like we do here on What Happened to It? A little person pulls a gun on Jeff Jarrett.
That's good.
We should also mention right now available over at adfreeshows.com. We've got a great watch along of the July 25th, 1987 episode of World Championship Wrestling, where Ric Flair goes on a date with Ron Garvin by accident. He thinks it's Precious, but it's Ron Garvin, and things don't go his way. And we've also got a follow-up coming your way on adfreeshows.com, where we're going to catch up with some ECW alums who were there at Heatwave 2000, who can tell their side of the story. And we've also got some really fun stuff planned for some of our top tier contributors over on the WHW Monday Patreon, the Low Key Big Hogs. Dave Silva has been collecting our swag bag stuff that's going out. I don't know that you've seen the picture, but there's one thing in particular. There's a lot of cool stuff going, but there's one thing in particular that I'm like, God damn, I don't even have one of those. Can I get one? And it turns out I already had it and I didn't know it. And, it's going out to everybody. I'm pretty excited about it.
That's tremendous. There's tremendous information in all of that. And one of the best parts of information is, the fact that Dave Silva is actually doing something for us.
Which, as we know, it's been well documented, is not the norm.
No. Saying he's going to do it and then doing it, two different things. So our truth goes in, our K Crush goes in and out. Razor's Edge, if you will.
What do you think he does all day?
Dave, I don't know. He's over there with you.
No, he's working from home, Bubba.
Oh.
I see him when he comes over and he's at my house for 8 minutes and stands up and says, what do we got for sweets?
Hey, you created these monsters. These are your followers, man.
Why do you always
I mean,
things like this?
It's like there were followers in Waco, Texas, right? Now they're followers in Waco, Alabama. Ooh, speaking of Waco.
Wacko. What are you saying right now? Waka.
Nothing like a nut shot to end your pay-per-view with. But listen, we're going to have to see Jeff Jarrett, aren't we?
Well, he's been kicked out of the building a few times. Look at the fans.
Did that ever stop? Ric Flair retired 1 million times.
Are they giving him a super wedgie right now, bro?
Whew. That can't feel good. No, Scott pulled it. That really hurts. See, Scott took it and yanked it, so to speak.
He took it and yanked it?
Mm-hmm. He grabbed it. It was right between his legs and he yanked it and pulled it away. They're choking the fuck out of him. He's trying to hold on so he doesn't really get killed. And here's Bullet Bob Armstrong.
He's one of the authority figures here.
Out of Marietta.
That's our second hanging today.
Yeah.
A lot of hanging going on. A lot of hanging.
One of the Harris boys are in. Get out. Man, isn't this like a sizzling finish to a pay-per-view? Sizzling.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Mm-hmm.
Don Harris yelling at black guys.
And they just walk off. The last thing you see is ass shots. And then Scott Hall down selling.
Let's hear the go home. All here.
Okay.
Scott Hall, you can see favoring his neck, holding onto his throat, and here come the paramedics once again.
Getting a hell of a workout tonight.
You're not kidding, they are.
Well, is this 2 for 2 for Scott Hall? Is this the second time?
Oh, man.
2 shows we see him on, 2 shows he gets taken out on a stretcher. The past 2 times we've seen him.
But he was still a man of his word.
They had that belt wrapped around his neck. He couldn't breathe. I mean,
choking the life out of him.
his spit was all over that camera for a while.
Scott Hall being put into place on the...
His spit was all over.
All over that camera. All right. Well, we've come to an end of another show. And the only thing I can say about that is thank God.
Well,
we haven't.
What was your highlight?
Oh,
there he is.
I told you Jeff Jarrett would make an appearance. You can't keep him out.
He's hitting him while he's on the stretcher. What is he wearing? Does that say staff? Is he trying to be? He's wearing like khaki pants and a tan polo and white shiny boots.
He snuck in. You see, he wasn't allowed in, but he snuck in.
Oh
Dressed as a regular.
That last kid he destroyed with that chair, dude. You see,
he's not done yet. There you go. Hit him again. Let some other guys out. You guys are going to get hit. Look at Andrew jump off. He jumped off.
And that's the end.
Praise Lord.
That's our trip down memory lane for TNA, July 17th, 2002. We'll be back next week with July 31st, 2002. And don't forget, we've got so much good stuff coming your way in August. By the way, you get all these shows early and ad-free over at patreon.com/WHW Monday. And of course, all things at adfreeshows.com. But August 5th, it's going to be SummerSlam 1997, where we'll see Owen Hart drop Steve Austin on his fucking head. We also get the tremendous title match between Bret Hart and The Undertaker in the main event with special guest referee Shawn Michaels. Hardcore Heaven 1997. That's ECW's presentation from that same summer. It's coming to you on August 12th. There's some memorable stuff on there, including a cameo from Jenna Jameson, which I know you'll have fun with, but Jerry Lawler and Tommy Dreamer all over the building. Then we're going to follow it up on the 19th of August with Clash of the Champions 33, which is Hollywood Hogan versus Ric Flair. And we'll wind things down on August 26th when we watch the August 27th, 1999 edition of ECW on TNN. This is the debut of ECW on their first national television deal. And they have a big surprise in the main event. The Dudley Boys are leaving and they're taking the tag titles with them, and trying to stop that from happening is company man himself, Mr. Tommy Dreamer, but he needs a tag team partner, of course. And it is the returning Raven as a surprise. Of course, they have had a long-standing feud, which we've talked about here on the program before. And it seems like it comes to a head where they become reluctant, accidental defenders of ECW and tag team champs in the process. It's a really badass August coming your way. And we hope you'll join us here on WHW Monday. But right now, Tony, it feels like it's about that time.
It is about that time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go into the office of Conrad Thompson as Clint from Hershey right now is cleaning up the mess. And here comes Dave Silva. Dave Silva says, oh, hang on. We don't have any sweets, you fucking meatballs. So get the fuck out of here. Go to Marietta, go in my attic, get stuck. All right. Go microwave some goddamn ice cream. We're desperately out of time. We'll see you next week. You're listening to What Happened When. We come to you Wednesdays on Westwood One as part of Conrad Thompson's big network. But on Mondays, we are only for you on
Patreon. Patreon.com/WHW Monday or adfreeshows.com.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.